Today we're going to be looking at the Halvarssons Naren jacket, so let's talk about it. This is Halvarssons entry-level laminate jacket. Now that doesn't mean that it's not feature-packed with the best tech that's currently available on the market. Now with the Naren jacket you can get it in this lovely light grey, or you can get it in all black. Now when it comes to the pricing, it is $529, but later on the features will validate that price. Moving on to the ventilation, you have 2 vents at the front on your chest, 2 at the back, and then 1 under each arm. What's nice about the ventilation under the arm is it's a 2-way zip even, and it has a waterproof zip as well, so you can have it all the way under there down to your cuffs if you so choose to. When it comes to the security, the fit of it, you have straps on the waist as well as around the cuffs. When it comes to the protection, it is AA rated, and it has a level 2 armor in the shoulder and elbows with optional chest protectors and back protectors if you want to. That's all you need to know, right? Let's look at the features that actually make this a brilliant jacket. So Halvarssons use their own membrane. It's a 2-layer membrane which is called the Dryway Plus 2.0. If you're wondering what the ratings for that is, it has a hydrostatic head of 10K and also a breathability rating of 30K. So it's nice and convenient throughout all the seasons. Now as a second measure of defense, they've also coated it with their DWR, which is your direct water repellent. So this does need to be treated maybe 2 or 3 times a year depending on how much you ride in the rain. They also suggest on the website to use Nick Wax's maintenance products. Now let's look into the construction of the Naren jacket itself. So it uses a high durability PA weave, which actually allows us to have this airbag ready system. Its stretch is super stretchy. If you want to have a look right now, it actually stretches a lot for being a 2-layer membrane. Now what's brilliant about that is it means that we can buy a jacket that is true to fit rather than having to size up. So this means we can choose when and where we want to actually wear an airbag. When it comes to other parts to keep it nice and safe, we have the High Art, which is their proprietary material that they use and develop, which actually gets put into places of high abrasion zones, so your elbows, your shoulders, and whatever else you can think of. It's actually 200% stronger when paired with leather, and I believe 500% stronger when paired with textiles. So they did a pretty good job on that front. Lastly, let's talk about Outlast, which is their body temperature regulator that they use in this jacket. Now, fun fact about Outlast is the fact that it was developed for our astronauts in order to combat the drastically changing temperatures out in space. So I'm guessing once they heard that us riders actually ride things called crotch rockets, they thought we rode real rockets. But hey, I'll take it. So when it comes to the construction, it's actually built up of millions of microscopic paraffin wax capsules, which actually absorb, release extra heat to keep us feeling nice and comfortable out on the road, no matter the season. Moving on to my personal experiences with this, because we have taken it out on the road, and I have to say that it does everything that it says it does. I hope that makes sense in the fact that it's a very minimalist design, of course being a Scandinavian brand, but it has everything that you could possibly need on the go for your average Joe. That means like the pockets, the inner chest pocket that you actually get as well, which is nice and handy. I could definitely see myself using that if I was going across borders in France, using their little blip and go. Just shove it in there and completely forget about it. The ventilation was pretty good as well. You can definitely feel it throughout the whole of the jacket, but what stands out the most for me was definitely the armpit vents under here. How I had it was to open the top one closest to the armpit all the way down, so that I still had a secure fit around my wrist, but I could actually get a lot of air through into the underarms of this jacket. When it comes to the collar itself, I've always struggled to find collars that don't try and strangle me or are actually a bit too high. This one sits perfectly where you want it to be, and of course you have this lovely little storm collar that actually has a magnetic tab and keeps you nice and secure and actually stops the draft of wind getting to your throat. Something that they've included as well was the fluorescent version of that, so that if you were riding in the dark, it was raining and you want to keep nice and warm, you could still be visible and swap this black one out for the fluorescent one that we have here. When it comes to the fit and the comfort of it overall, I thought it was quite nice, especially considering that it has that stretch weave, that construction. It didn't feel very restraining around my arms, whereas with other laminate jackets, it does tend to be a little bit stiff. This one, not so much. So that's the Naren jacket by Halvarssons. If you want to take a closer look, we have the link to our shop down below in the description, so you can go check it out for yourself. If you did like this video, give us a like, comment something that you like about this jacket. Be sure to subscribe, ride safe, and see you all soon.